All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a probably longer video because we're going to do a couple of things on here. The studio, if you can notice, is kind of thrashed. I had people in here all week, actually just kind of cleaned up. What am I going to do with that? But this dude, well, I'll tell you in the video. This dude, we're going to figure out, again, we're back to 5 amps and 4 spots. I don't use the bottom spot because the pedal board. So gonna maybe be a long video, longish, not super long. Well, yeah, who knows? I'm already extending it. Stay with me. All right, so this is a trip, man. So first of all, I don't know the last time I bought like a beautiful brand new guitar. So that's a little weird. I gotta be, I feel like it's like get a new car, and also like, I don't know, like it's tight here, so I'm picking it up, I'm like, whoa, watch out. My old guitar's just like clank. Maybe one day it'll achieve that status, but for today, it's unbelievable. This is called a Gretsch LTD Flame. It's Electromatic LTD Flame Broadcaster. It's got US Fulltron pickups. It's hollow body, but it's got a center block, which they say is better for feedback. It's really like a 335. It's not like the big jumbo, whatever, like the Brian Setzers and all those. But so what I did, so the theme of this video is less. So what I did was I took 3 guitars down at Guitar Center, one being my solid body jet, or my solid body Gretsch. And I said, hey, my friend that works there, hooks a brother up, I said, let me see if I find a Gretsch that I like, and I've got all these guitars, I want to trade them all in and get this other guitar, whichever it is. So I start playing. I played a White Falcon, I played the 5420, played the 6120, the Setzer, the Chet Atkins. This was the one that I personally liked. I just loved it. I instantly warmed up. It was weird. Like I said, as soon as I went like that, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Some guitars, you go to a guitar store, some guitars, as soon as you put your hands on them, I just don't like them. I'm like, I don't know if it's what it is. Something about them just doesn't jive for me. I didn't even tune it. It was in tune. I just tuned it for this, but there's no work has been done on this. No intonation, no adjustment. They come from the factory with 10s, 10 to 46, which is exactly what I use. And locking tuners. I'm not going to hit on the whammy right now because, like I said, the strings are probably not really even super stretched out. But there it is. So I traded 3 guitars. I traded my Gretsch, which I've had for about 20 years, and it's really nice. But this is what I wanted. I wanted a hollow body jet, like a hollow body Gretsch. And watching the Dan Huff video the other day, he's got a big one. He's got like the 6420, the thicker one. But I don't know. I like this one. So I traded in my Gretsch, which I played them side by side. And while my Gretsch is nice, and I'd had upgraded TV Jones, Filtertrons, this was better. To me, just across the board sounded better. And then, let me turn this over. Thank you. So then I traded in my Dan Electro 6-string, which is really a nice guitar. I don't use it. And my Gretsch Baritone, really nice guitar. I don't use it. And if I wanted a baritone, I would probably at this point go with a Dan Electro baritone. What I've learned from playing all the different baritones. So 3 guitars out, 1 guitar in. Let's just fire it up for a minute. Then the other thing is, which I talked about, we're missing a spot here. We're going to play a little rhythm guitar. The guitar nerds will probably may enjoy this even more. We're going to do a little rhythm track. I did a little drum program here. And we'll do a little rhythm track with my 77 and with my 800. So because what's coming down the next 2-3 months is all pop, and now we've got this song charting. The new release from Eden Dahlia is charting. So there's a lot going on. It's a lot of pop country, indie pop, country rock, kind of middle of the road pop rock stuff. So I need to figure out what should stay on here, because the 800, I love the 800, but maybe it's too rockin'. I don't know. I like the effects loop in it. The 77's no effects loop, but we're just going to experiment. We're going to start here with the here's the Gretsch. Sorry about all the talking. Yeah. That's channel 1. The other thing I'm going to do today is put together some of my presets for the reverbs and the delays with the timeline and the big sky. God, listen to that, right? It's got a little graphic EQ on it with just a little kind of light smiley face and the woodshed, and I'm basically everything's kind of at noon. You know, the volume's down a little bit on channel 1 supersonic. So this is just this is just clean in the supersonic. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that's perfect because it's got more space and more weight, and that's what Dan was talking about on his. He started playing these rhythms, and he's like, "Yeah, it's just like I love, like, you know, coming from like him playing a super strat, which is like going to be tighter and leaner. His Gretsch is like more like this. This worked out perfect. Now I'm going to put in the little fat switch. Oh no, I'm going to put in the fat switch on channel 1, which I think makes it a little more bassman-y. Channel 2. Yeah, just ridiculous. Perfect. Perfect. So here's with the fat switch in. Yeah, no EQing. It's just like, this is just it. And now the gain channel. Yeah, I'm so happy. So the theme a little bit of this video is less choices. So when I posted up on the Gretsch Facebook, you know, asking him questions about, you know, the hollow body, and I posted up a picture of Dan Huff from his video, and I was like, oh, does anybody know what guitar this is? So anyway, needless to say, So they were following me, and one of them, when he saw, I posted up that I had got the guitar, he's like, "Oh, that's great! It's now you're gonna, now you're on your way to having 7 of them." And I thought, "Oh man, he doesn't know where I'm going. Like I'm going the other way. Like I want like Les Paul, Strat, Telly, Gretsch. Like I want to have 3 or 4 guitars, and that's all I use. I have a couple others that are specialties, but not even. I mean, like I've got a 12-string Dano or whatever, and I've got the P90 that I use. But I don't want to have, because all the selection is too much. So let's see. Did I plug into the 800? Let's try it. Let's try it with the Gretsch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bone dry, baby. So I made a little beat. Give me a beat. Let's see if we do this. We're going to do this. So this is the 800. I had no idea that was going to make me so happy. And now we're going to shut off the 800. If the 800 and the 77 are like cool marginally, I would go with the 800 because I like having the effects loop, and also the 800 gets more extreme. Like there's a stopping point at the 77. Let's see, there's 77. We'll do a playlist. And we'll call this 77. Okay. Yeah, it's softer. I'll just go up a dial on each one of these. Back down a little bit. So in this is the situation. Let me just check something. Yeah, it's too much. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. I'll back off the mat. You know what? I'll go back down here and up this. Shut up. Hearing you. Yeah, we'll go there. I'll turn the amp up just a hair. So here's this immediacy, and I think that this is for everybody, but it wouldn't be my choice. What my thought immediately is would maybe not be with somebody. The 800 was more fun. Like the 800 was already immediately electrifying. That's not necessarily that's the right thing, but it definitely was like immediately like I just felt like doing a smoosh face. This isn't making that feeling. It sounds great. Here we go. Right. On standby, because I'm a good amp guy to my guitars. So here we go, 77. that doesn't sound like rock and roll. And that's no gain pedals. That's a Gretsch into the amp. Isn't that crazy? Could back the gain off probably and get a little Angus or a little Malcolm. Here is the 800. '77. Yeah, so 77's better for this. And here's the 800. You know what it is too? I've cranked up the 77 because it's a 50. Let's do the 800 one more time. Let's try something because I think that. Let me get a little. Let me get these a little more. Yeah, and I've been rolling down all this treble on the 800. I put up a little bit of treble and a little bit of presence, and I rolled back a little bass. And let me hit the little more gain. Kind of go like that. So it's two mics. You know, you see it's a 57 and a M160 into a pair of BAE 1073s. Okay, we're live. Let's try this with a little bit more, gain, a little more treble, a little less bass on the 800. See, it's still got more booty, which isn't a bad thing, but it's definitely like more of a hard rock thing. Oh, that's nice though. So I'm backing off a little bit of the mids, a little mids, and a little bit of bass. Yeah, turning the pre up just a little bit. Let's try this. Hold on. Ah! Oh, which one was which? Ah, sorry. Hold on. About that? Yeah, that's good. Gotta sling it, man. It's a little high. Now we go 77. So we're going to try this. We're still on the 800. We're going to come here. We're going to go Gretsch. We're going to go Gretsch. Yeah, I don't know. I spelled it right. Gretsch. 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 Boy, Gretsch is not the hippest with. And we'll go Les Paul. Gretsch is not the hippest with with names, man. Their names are crazy. It's like there's like 400 letters and numbers in all their names. It's like, what's up with the guy in marketing? Does he like to confuse people and maybe they decide to go buy something else? I want to hear this with a Les Paul, and I'll tell you why. This is the meat and potatoes of it. And this is really going to be the telltale. So this is going to be leaner because it's solid body. And also the pickups are probably hotter. So this is, yeah, you can hear it. It's more. We'll try this. Okay, so there is, oh no, that's not 77. Hold on. Copy. Sorry. That's 800. Now we go to 77. And 4, 5. Always count to 5 before you end standby or pull out. I always like to wait to pull out the speaker. Look at my little amp Pete thing I made. 1, 3. Okay, so now we've got our 77 is on. Probably need to pump up the volume a little bit here on the pre's because it is a 50. And there's a pretty noticeable difference between the amps as far as like just force. See, this is now a little bit more shrill than more gain than I would want, but we're just testing this. So here is now 77 with the Les Paul. Yeah, I had the EQ on. It's fine for this. Let's kill this. Big decisions because I want to finish this amp rack today, like this morning, and then I've got to vacuum this studio from soup to nuts. This is filthy in here. I've had people staying here and a whole family. They're cool though, but it's been a lot of stuff. All right, so now 77. And 800. Keep the 800 up there. And and for me, the EQ probably hurt to me the 77 the most because it brought out that like little thing in JMPs. Let me here's the, back to that 77. This is on the master. I was like, why do the drums sound so weird? Okay, sorry about that. I'm not going to mess with it, but you hear it. So the 77 has a little bit more to it than I would want. The EQ is on, so we could EQ that, but you go past that, right? 77. 800. So this is going to really be a matter of opinion. A part of me likes just the sound of the 800. It's a little warmer. But again, that EQ on is helping the 800 and hurting the 77. Let's do this, and then we're done. I promise. Trust me. I got my phone is blowing up. One of my songs is on the radio. Input bus 1 2. Bus 1. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. It's mono. It's mono box. It's been a long one. What a drag it is getting old. Wow. I watch my own videos. I'm like, yeah, dude, what's up? So I'll throw a little EQ on just the guitars. Go back to the 77. Let's listen to it without the EQ. Bad. It's just a... See, the 77, and this is that JMP thing. It grabs more of the metallicness of the pick on the string. Even with the EQ down, it's just there. You can hear like more picky pick, like more metallic plectrum, whatever you call it, touching metal pickup. Hear it right in here. And then you go to the 800. I'm going to keep 800 up there so you guys can argue with me, because that's what, that's a part of YouTube, man. But I'm going to keep the 800. And the other reason I'm going to keep the 800 is that the 77 is easy. I just plop it in here and plug it in. And just, I've got the extenders to run to the speaker and whatever in the pedal board. So it's got no effects loop. So that's my solution. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the 77, I'm going to put it in the amp room. I'm going to take the rectifier that's down here, I'm going to put it up there, and I'm going to take the supersonic and I'm going to put it right here. Because so much of what I do is going to be supersonic and matchless that 800 and rectifier are kind of like not used as much. But also one thing that's nice about the supersonic is the dials are on top. So I don't know if you can see, but the dial, it's going to be perfect. So that's the solution. So yeah, there you go. So here is 77. And 800. Yeah. Also, all JMPs, not all, because that 70s. Also, they were recording on a tape and they were losing all this high end. All these plexi kind of like direct descendants of plexis hurt my ears sometimes. I'll be totally honest with you. I mean, I played Eddie's actual amp at Dave's shop, at Friedman's shop. He cranked it. He had the Variac, and I have a picture of my son sitting on it when he was, 5 months old, 3 months old maybe. But yeah, playing through that, I was like, but the thing is like, a part of that Brown sound is it going to tape? That's my experience, and with digital, you don't get that. And you could put on tape simulators, but I think the 800 is more in the zone right out of the gate. Here's the 8. And I did figure out, like, I got to turn that bass down. I haven't used the 800 on a lot of records yet. It's really just been here, and I've played it myself a little bit, but now hearing it, so 800. It's got a better balance for me. And then 77. Leaner, it's like got brightness, but a khaki-er brightness. Here's the 77 with. This makes me happy, dude. I'm so stoked, dude. And I got rid of a bunch of guitars that were just sitting here. Gretsch into 77. Into the 800, but this was before I EQ'd it different. With the EQ different, I'd get that, because I think it's like I get the 800, you know, as close to the 77 as I'd honestly want it. I can't get the 77 to sound like the 800 at all. It's got too much like fangy, like 4K or something. Yeah, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I'm going to clean this place up, moving the rack up there. 77 goes in the ISO booth. Supersonic goes here. Test everything, label cables, and that's it. And I guess our new single is now on a Lainey Wilson playlist. Yeah. I don't know if it is Lainey Wilson. It says Lainey Wilson. Ah, shut up. Oh, it's not Spotify. That's why I don't have Apple. It's Apple Music. All right. Well, clients are happy. That's important.